Ash, what the hell are you doing up this early? Oh lordy. Oh lordy. Oh lordy indeed. What are you doing? Why aren't you sleeping in? It's the weekend, silly goose. You should go back to bed. I think you got up way too early. Yeah, it's like 5:18 in the morning where you're at. Crazy girl. I probably will. Yeah, you better. I just got done with all my evening affairs and whatnot, and I was getting a little tired, and I was like, I should probably go to bed, but I was like, nah, I'll hop back on for a little bit. So, don't mind me. What time did you go to sleep last night? Yeah, what time did you fall asleep at? No clue. I got the hideout slowly getting improved. Got a nutrition unit built. Water collector will be finished in about 2 hours. Workbench is done, all that good stuff. Well, level 2 security. Another one of these bad boys. Hello? Oh wow, they need to be found in raid. That's so dumb. Wow, okay. Alright, well, I need to go keep on the lookout for those things then. Oh, my PMC KD is at 11.97 now. Not bad, not bad. .407 kills, with 322 of them being headshots. Wowee. In other news, though, we got ourselves a PlayStation 4. I sent you a message about it on Instagram. I was just sitting here the whole time, though. I'm like, I don't got any games for it, though. Sitting here like I'm a fucking ape, just poking it with a stick. Do something. What does it do? I'm only in a PC Elite Master Race kind of guy. Haven't owned a console in many years. I mean, I have my Xbox 360, but like, yeah. But now I have a PS5 Slim Pro, so I dropped $100 after that and got the remastered of Shadow of the Colossus. I also got The Last Guardian, and I got Bloodborne, and also the Nathan Drake collection 1 through 3. They're all PS4 exclusives, hard copies, because PS5 can play PS4 hard copy games if you have the disc tray for it. And those are games that are not on PC yet, so. Hooray! So we got some extra options coming in eventually. It's a nice. Why you hella ratchet? Damn girl, you hella ratchet. Got a couple of intelligence folders, huh? Noish, noish. Oh, you can choose different ones here, huh? Prestige 1 and 2 options. Cool. I've got too much shit. I guess off to interchange we go with our fucking 10-minute queue time here for that map. Load me in, baby. Italy Gorgonzola cheese is one of the oldest cheeses still made today, with origins dating all the way back to 879 AD. Produced in the northern regions near Milan, it's known for its creamy texture and blue-green veins formed by natural aging. Wowee. Now, let me pack up a nice fresh bowl here so we can get ourselves elevated and medicated. Since we're probably going to be sitting here for a little while. Turkey. You take your time, okay? I'll just keep grinding up my weed here while you take fucking forever. Dude, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Come on. There's got to be some people or some space available to let me get in faster. I wonder if Tarkov got updated on Steam charts yet. I'm curious how many people on Steam actually got on the game. Analytics still haven't been updated yet. Interesting. Let's pack her up. Pack her real tight. I want that pipe stuffed with the Swede. And now give me a little bit of concentrate to put on top of this bowl here. Wow, I'm like making a 5-course meal. While Tarkov's loading up, we still ain't in yet. At this point, I may just get up and wash my hair and stuff and then play Luma until church. I mean, hey. You do you, boo. As long as you feel like you had enough sleep, because I know you've been saying you were feeling exhausted and all that, so. Now, if you want, even if it's only for like an hour or something, later today, if you'd like to play some RV There Yet, I would totally be down for that. It would be after I'd sleep, of course, and get on, but yeah. I just physically can't fall back asleep. I get you. I get like that sometimes too. But yeah, offers out there though if you would like to play something today together. Some RV There Yet or something, you know. Even if it's for a little while, if you're welcome to let me know. But don't feel pressured. Cheers, everybody. I got some house stuff I got to get done after church, but if I can, I'll let you know. Sounds good. If not, then no worries. I've kind of half expected that Luma was going to get you by the claw, or get its claws sunk into you. When I got that for you, I was like, I'm half expecting it, but that's a good thing, though. I'm glad that you're getting hooked into it. Wow, 8 minutes and we're finally connected into the server. Woo-wee! Excusey. Babada boopy. Beebada babada bobada. I can't believe Stranger Things Season 5 is finally coming out. And it's the last season of the show. Took them over 10 years to do 5 seasons. Jesus. I never got into Stranger Things. It was good for like the first 2 to 3 seasons. You know, if you are into like those 80s and 90s vibe style movies from growing up, like E.T. and shit like that, you know, those types of vibe, those sense of wonder, sci-fi, slight, you know, adventure films. The first 3 seasons were nailing it pretty good. But then season 4 and 5, it just kind of started, I don't know, man. Like, it just kind of started going in a whole different direction. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous the amount of time between seasons. Yeah? And the excuse that it's because of special effects and CGI irritate me. No, see, here's the thing. That's not a valid excuse. You want, and here's a perfect example why. Transformers, the movies, especially when it was Shia LaBeouf in it, and before Mark Wahlberg. You see, like, the reason why I'm using this as an example is because at that point, yes, CGI was a bit older, but it took way more hands-on hours to do things and to make those scenes look as realistic as I did. And during the 2010s, CGI was at its peak. Now, here's the crazy thing. CGI is more advanced than ever before, but it looks more shittier than ever before. And people are wondering why. Is it because, oh, CGI was better back then? It's like, no, it wasn't better. CGI now is actually better than it was before. It's just that back then, they were getting paid their worth. And they were given realistic time frames to get the shit done and not have to rush things out and whatnot. And so now you have a lack of talent, especially with the strikes that were happening in Hollywood over the last couple of years. All that stuff, the strikes and all that shit, it really fucked with production across the entirety of the industry. And yes, but then you take a look at situations like James Cameron where he's trying to push it so far as it can go, which is valid, but on the scale of like what movies are trying to do, it shouldn't have to take them as long as they do. I mean, we used to have seasons come out once every year. Back when you would see older shows from the 70s, 80s, 90s, even to early 2000s. If it was a fucking 8, 9, 10 season long series, yeah, that's because it was done in that 8, 9, 10 years long running. Maybe an extra year or two because, you know, sometimes they might take 6-month breaks during the holiday seasons and whatnot, and it would push back the production time a little bit, you know. But even then, the amount of seasons relatively were the amount of years it would take to make the film or show, whatever. And nowadays, it's just, yeah. They're getting the lower end of the talent of who knows how to do good quality shit. And on top of that, whoa, buddy, I'm a scav.
Негодяй! Гад, иди сюда, ты говно, жопа! Опачки!
And then it sucks because, like, not only are you getting the lower end talent of Hollywood to do your job for you, but they take longer and it doesn't look as good. Like, I would say so far from what we see in filming, the 2010s were the golden era of CGI. Before that, CGI was still kind of like getting figured out. Only movies really had the high-end quality shit. And you could definitely tell the difference of CGI quality between a TV show and a movie when it came down to the 90s and early 2000s. But nowadays, like, that level of CGI quality is available across the spectrum. We're getting TV shows that look like movie level quality production with the sets and the CGI and all that stuff. It's crazy but it's so more readily available now and affordable to get the program and like software and all that shit to do all that stuff.
Чики-брики! Пальчик выкинь!
The original Avatar is amazing now, but for back then it was insane. Oh yeah, 100%. And but the crazier thing is that when the first one came out, it didn't really get appreciated, because the whole sense of like availability of 4K televisions and whatnot was just starting to become a thing. So not everybody had a good enough TV. I mean, there were still people using CTR screens or CRT screens, something like that. Boxed television sets. When the first Avatar movie came out, and So unless you went and saw it in theaters, and even then, James Cameron was pushing like the whole, you need to see it in like IMAX and everything if you really want to see what I want you to see, like versus just normal movie theater screens. That's what he was pushing, but not everybody was going to be able to get that, and it's more expensive to watch IMAX. Back then, I mean, I think IMAX is more readily, like once again, it's more readily available. More theaters accommodate for it now versus back then.
Ну и чё тут? Есть кто, нет?
What do we got here? The only TV show I know that even kind of sticks to that is Grey's Anatomy. For what, CGI quality? Oh shit, we got PMCs.
Подмогните!
That's a player up there.
Страшно тебе, сука!
Yo, bro, say something. No, use your fucking mic. I want to say, because I'm going to ask you something. If you down, I'm down to take co-op. If you want to do co-op. But you got to take out all these scavs, though, because I can't help you with that part. Like, I'll fuck off in Brutal. If you want to come down and take them out. Just don't take me out. We can take co-op together. I'm chilling here. Just be careful. I'm just chilling here. But you gotta take those. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. There's one right here to my left. One to your right. Alright, let's go take co-op. Oh wait, there's still one more down there by the tents. Oh, let's go. I never grabbed that AUG, by the way. I don't know if you still wanted to go grab that or not. Get some fucking co-op points and shit going. You know where co-op's at, right? Is that tent that's back there at Scav Camp? Yeah. Oh, Scav behind you at the entrance.
Wait.
What's up?
Map changing. Stab camp.
Okay. What are you, Chinese?
Sorry.
Were you Russian?
No. Japanese.
Japanese? Nice. This guy's Japanese. But he wants to lead me somewhere. I don't know where he wants to take me. What's he doing on US servers then? Probably trying to avoid traffic with players. No, as far as a season a year goes, Grace. Oh, okay. Honestly, I think that's the reason Stranger Things blew up the way it did, because it was hitting that point where people were really nostalgic for the 80s. Yeah, it was a good time frame. That was about early to mid 2010s. People were kind of getting into that vibe. Another show that really annoyed the fuck out of me, just like how Stranger Things did, with taking so long to finish, was Attack on Titan.
You scab camp area.
Oh, okay.
Hey man.
Yo, yo.
Hey man. No.
Bro, we were going to take co-op together.
Вышел, блин, за хлебушком.
Damn. That was a bad PMC. I fucking blasted him too with that first shot for sure. I fucking blasted him. Bro didn't give a fuck, man. He was just like, oh, people blast him. Damn, I fucked him up too. I took out half of his health with that first shot. Yeah, Attack on Titan though was a was a really good show for an anime, and I don't really watch a lot of anime. I've probably seen like 4 or 5 in my entire life. Believe it or not, funny enough as it is, me being half Filipino, people tend to kind of like think it comes with the territory if you're any form of Asian ethnicity that you just automatically watch a lot of anime. But but it's one of the few that I watched that I actually really enjoyed. But Jesus Christ, dude, it came out right in my last year of high school, and then it barely finished like 2 or 3 years ago, and it only has 4 or 5 seasons. You know what annoys the fuck out of me is when they come up with like the final season or the final episode of the final season type of shit. And it's like, oh yeah, part 1 of the final season, part 2, the final or whatever episode, you know, come back in 6 months for part 2 of the final episode. Okay, come back in another 6 months after that for the part 3 of the final episode. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Come on. Can't you guys just do the ending all together, please? Like, come on. Why do you guys stretch it out so fucking far? Why? But yeah, really annoying. Misa don't like that. Oh yeah. I don't know why, dude. I've been so knee deep in Half-Life music right now, especially the Triage at Dawn theme. Like, it's that song that goes din 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 din. But like this is literally me, like right here, from the thumbnail of the music video, holding the Half-Life, like. I also have only watched a few. Like I watched Death Note and the Gambling School one. Yeah, I've heard about Death Note, but I haven't watched it. But I've seen stuff about it. Animes that I've watched, like I said, I haven't watched a lot, but I've watched The Animatrix. I've watched Akira. I've watched Attack on Titan. I watched a couple episodes here and there of One Punch Man. I guess Yu-Gi-Oh would count. The original Yu-Gi-Oh show, you know, was a Battle of the Pharaohs era, not the, and like, you know, Duelist Kingdom, City Battle Tournament, and Battle of the Pharaohs. When it got into like that X and Y shit, you know, with the motorcycles and all that crap, I'm just like, ah, you lost me. I've heard a lot of good stuff about Death Note, though, for sure. Oh, here we go. Don't know if that was a player or a scav. I can't tell from here. Damn it. Jesus. So I wanted to bum rush me there for out of nowhere. But I don't know if there's still another player around me or not.
Вот он, блядь! I think that's the player that I'm hearing running. He's somewhere over there. We have a scav to my right over here. But I don't know if this guy is like positioning himself somewhere to see me from far away in that direction. The minute I move past this barrier to go that way. Yeah, I hear somebody running up from water. I really need a silencer for this fucking gun. See, it blows my mind how I hold this hallway behind that pillar out there. I think it's that second one right in the middle, and I barely peek out, but people just don't think to look there because they're paying attention to that file cabinet spot. And that's when I can get like headshots and shit. Don't know if a scav kicked us in or not, or what. I love my horsey, and my horsey loves me. I'm busy. Please come again later. What the fuck was that, dude? What the fuck? That's insane. Just practically massacred a whole gang of dudes. We don't, boys don't mind. I'm a little hungry here. Oh god, give me a break, dude. Fucking advertisers, man. Ooh, we got some of that Vaseline. Oh. Oh, wow. A small fuel. Just randomly sitting there. Okay. I am full of shit. Ugh. I'm testy. Oh my. Yeah. And another lucrative raid where we come out with a lot of shit. Love it. And 9,000 XP. There was a player coming out. Damn it, dude. The first person that I shot over on the other side of the factory. And I was like, I'm not sure if that was a player or an NPC or not. Yeah, it was a player. Straight up just domed him when he came up running. I hate when I do that, dude. I fucking kill a player and I forget to go check their body. I'm like, God, now they're going to get all this shit back. Okay. Need some of those tunes right now. Eliminates 6 PMC operatives on interchange. Carbine, shot off shoddy. So I have the location on Woods. Come on, there's gotta be another prop at all somewhere. Got a bunch of L1 injectors though, that's for sure. Damn. She sell it though? No. Well, shit. There's got to be some more 60 rounders that have ammo in them. I guess not. I just need any ammo, please. Oh my. And before another 8 minutes of waiting, so let us continue on with a nice little Toki Toke. That was a pretty mean hit. Whew! OMG, OMG. That is one spicy meatball. It's a very spicy indeed. Oh. Alright, so we should be about halfway there with loading into the match now. Ah! I want to take a co-op exit with somebody, but pretty much what a co-op exit is you playing as a scavenger and then someone that's playing as their PMC, which is like your main character. But there are certain types of exits that require one of each to take together. Like there's exits for scavengers, there's exits for PMCs. Some of those exits are similar to each other, but then there's particular ones that only will work if like a scavenger and a PMC go in together. And that's what me and that Japanese player were trying to do last raid. We were trying to like take the... I guess it must have been moved to a new location. I thought it was because the place that I was taken to outside, that's where it was, but he was telling me like, no, there's new scav camp or something like that, and it was underneath them all. So that's new. That's new for me. I thought that was pretty cool though that there's some Japanese players. I'm on US West, but he like came over on US West. I think they do that so that way they kind of try to avoid less players because it's like really late at this time frame. All right, that bowl is done. The very first time I ever played Half-Life, it was one of the very first shooter games I ever played in my life. You know, when you hear about the OG shooters, you know, a lot of the times it's like Doom and Quake and Castlevania, so on and so forth. You know, Unreal Tournament, those were like the OG godfathers of first-person shooters before the genre really kind of formed up into what it is today. Even before the days of Call of Duty and all that shit, you know. And another one of them that came like shortly after, but still in that relatively early time frame, was Half-Life. When Valve came out with like their signature IP right there before it turned into what it is today for the gaming industry. Remember getting that hard copy disc of Half-Life Game of the Year edition or whatever. Man, it was something else. It's one of those other ones that like it really is my humbled beginnings as a gamer. Like Half-Life will always hold that special place in my heart.
And we'll be getting back into it one day whenever the modding teams are finished with making the story expansions that came out with it at the time on the new engine that they, like on the Half-Life 2 engine that they remade the first game on. There was Blue Shift, and then there was and Opposition Force. But basically, for those of you who don't know the story of Half-Life, to sum up in a nutshell, you play as just a typical scientist named Gordon Freeman that works in some top secret scientific research facility that has different levels of clearances, you know, so some scientists there are working on more public known projects, and then there's scientists that are working on like the real hidden shit, you know, deep down in the facility. And so there was a division within the research facility that was trying to open up a portal to allow instantaneous transportation from one point to another. Now, they needed some type of power source or some type of, you know, element that would allow them to harness the energy and, like, transmit it through it to make that happen. And then an unknown benefactor that was given clearance by the U.S. government comes in with this like very pure crystal fragment type of thing to use it as the test element for trying to create a portal with it. And it works. But the thing is, though, is that it kind of caused a resonance cascade situation, which means it opened up a portal to the fucking galaxy. And it poured in, like, it opened up portals all over the place throughout the galaxy, interfering with multiple cultures of alien species and whatnot, and like transported some of them to our planet. And it was like pouring in alien forces from all over the place, and we were essentially like getting fucked up. Like I think they called it like the 7-hour war. That's how long it took for Earth to just like surrender, because of how overwhelmed we were. But you end up having to explore throughout the game. Within the first game is about going throughout the facility, experiencing that situation happening, and the goal is to try and like find the means to shutting the portals down, so that way you can stop the invasion from happening on Earth. And then 2 is pretty much like the aftermath of what happened after that point, you know, as the years go by. And then we were left at a cliffhanger on 2, and they never gave us Half-Life 3. Valve ended up making Steam. They ended up becoming the big fat cats of marketing video games on the PC market. They got stinking filthy rich, and they didn't have to make Half-Life 3. But then they eventually came back like 10 plus years later and made Half-Life Alyx, which is only for VR. And it should really be experienced in VR, even though they made a non-VR, like some modders made a non-VR mod for it. But you miss out on a lot of the very unique, intricate interactions within the game that the whole point of like playing it in VR was for. We always hear the rumors that, oh, they're probably going to make another VR game or another Half-Life game, and they never do. Pretty much, Valve said, like, we acknowledge that we haven't done much with Half-Life. Like, they've done more with Counter-Strike, but, like, not much with Half-Life. And so we acknowledge that we have been neglecting it a bit, but we only feel it necessary to make a Half-Life game when there's something groundbreaking technology-wise for us to show that game on. Which in the case with Half-Life Alyx is like, you know, when we were getting into VR and all that kind of stuff. So, we don't know when the next Half-Life game will come out, but whenever there is a revolutionary, groundbreaking technological improvement or change that happens, we'll probably see a Half-Life game come out. Nice. Cool. Got some fuel. Love those stutters. Battle state, please fix. I heard a gun.
Подмагните! Подмагните! Подмагните!
Dropped your ass. Oh my guy. Thank you. Nice. So this was a main player. He came in with his like gear from the main menu. And now it's mine. Jesus, Panda. The fuck you eat?
think that was the other PMC I heard shooting out here. So sorry, buddy. I'd rather take the Contact 5s. Thanks, buddy. This guy was camping out here killing people. Or I'm going to assume he was. Couple MK16s, oh yeah. We extract camping for real? Brother, you know how to watch a Twitch stream, right? Go back in the past broadcasts. I was just making my way out to the fucking exit. And then I heard you running right on the other side of that wall. So then I just crept walk, peeked out, boom. We just happened to bump into each other at the time that we did. But GG's. You were just in the wrong place in the wrong time. I thought you were the one that was extract camping, because when I was in the mall and I killed the first PMC I killed in there, I heard you shooting or somebody shooting out over where you were at. And I was thinking, oh, great, someone's going to be out there camping the exit while I make my way out. I thought you were that guy. But GG's. Oh, it comes with the territory, Ash. That's something I forgot to mention to you. Now that I'm coming back to Tarkov again, yeah, just be ready for a lot of people to be heartbroken when they die in this game. But I can see why he would think that I was extract camping. It's just, you know, I was out there, but I mean, I was heading for the exit. I forgot to sell this fucking helmet. I need to make some space for these bad boys. Yeah, delete that. But it's like extract camping is highly frowned upon within the community, though. I don't condone it myself personally. I think it's a cheap way to play the game, because the point of the game is to go into a raid, collect the goods after killing people or searching through containers and places and locations and whatnot, doing quests and whatnot, and then you have to extract. You have to leave, take an exit. Now, some people make it upon their took it upon themselves to make it their goal to like just load into raids, just to go to one of the exits and camp and wait for somebody to come along and take it so they can get an easy kill. And then, like, there are certain situations where, you know, those types of things are just going to play out. But the fact that some of these rounds are anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes long, and somebody will just make it their goal to wait that long, because some people won't extract until the very last minute, and lo and behold, there's going to be somebody camping at an exit to try and get an easy kill, and that's why it's like frowned upon, because it's lazy playing. It's lazy tactics, you know. And there's certain streamers, like one called Stink Rat, where that's his play style. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, Stink Rat, I've seen his play on how he fights. He's pretty good. But the fact that he kind of like influences new players to come in and deliberately play that way, I think it's pretty disgusting, and I roll my eyes at it because it kills the fun. It really does. But for me personally, I look at it like this, like, hey, it's something that could happen in real life, you know, where people are going to stake up and watch the crossing points of locations and locations where traffic will come through to take out people and pick people off. Any type of like open world combat system that's a shooter game, there are always going to be people like that. I learned that the hard way in DayZ, where there is no like time frame in the game when you load into a server, and except when the server has to reset once a day. But some people will just make it their goal to go into certain parts of the map, like some ghillie suit sniper dude, and watch a valley in the game for 3 hours long, you know, realistically, and just try to pop off anybody who comes through it. Shit like that, you know. Yeah, I get a little different scenario, but still, just the practice of it, I understand like why people will do it. Some people are not inclined to be as good at gunfights, and so they want to try and make it as easy as possible. To which my response is, so sorry, get good. Those two guys in that last raid, though, did have some pretty juicy setups, not gonna lie. They were pretty kitted, especially with those gun setups that they had. So, and I got 2 of them. Like, they were practically modded out the same way. I don't know, maybe they were together or not, but it is like I think it's considered one of the meta gun setups or whatever, so. Oh, here we go. Just waiting for players to slay. Shit.
Ты куда пошел?
Что-то тихо больно.
Ротик, капец тебе, служивый! Вылезай давай, нахрен вылезай! А, вот тут, короче, друган мой бывал слышно.
Knock, knock.
Ну чё
Ну
ты
ладно,
заткнулся?
работаем дальше.
Ходок, что ли? Вон отсюда! Сука, ёбнули нашего!
Oh, that hurts so good. Damn. He took like 5 shots and then he 2-tapped me. That's crazy. All right, well, GG's. Oh, he head eyes me, huh? Nice. Those pull levers are pretty crazy, dude. I'm just surprised he took as many shots as he did. Easily put 2 in his neck, probably another 3 in his chest. Looked like I may have put 1 in his helmet, but I don't know if it pierced through or not. That's the thing with the game that they changed a little bit with 1.0. It's harder to get better ammo now early on in the wipe. So there's a lot of people who are just using mediocre to low tier ammo in their guns. And I feel like if you know the strats like me to farm high tier armor, it could be really beneficial and helpful to withstand against a lot of people's lower tier ammo like that. But if he was wearing like good tier, like high tier armor, then that could have been the case. But fortunately, I got 2 setups from my last raid when I was playing as a scavenger, so there's that. Loot goes around and comes around, baby. That's how it works. Can't buy until level 30. Oh, come on. Alright, whatever. Yeah, tier 6 plate in the back as well. That'll do it. Mm. Probably do about a couple more of these, and then I'm going to be calling it for tonight. I got to get my sleep. Try this again. That was a player. But there's still one more player on third floor. Into that quest room again. Just waiting for him to come out, but that body's now blocking my way a little bit, so I can't see as good. Alright, well, he's dead too. I heard some movements over here on my right side, though. That was a scav. take your tier 5 plate. Thank you.
Вон оно быть!
Just a scav.
Давай, мочи!
I'll take his mechanism back. Thank you. Ooh, a poster. This guy didn't really have anything crazy. Yeah, nothing crazy.
Вон он, блядь, вон он!
Oh, look, a Michael Myers. A mask of the famous horror anti-hero from Spooky Movie, Misha Mayorov. Yeah, okay, bud. Come on, give me that Bitcoin. Health resort key. Nice. That's for shoreline.
Куда пошел?
Dude tried to fucking... I wonder if he was a player scav or not. I do need to find or bring in some SKSs, but I don't got space for it. What kind of ammo did you have? FMJ. No thanks. Walmart order placed. Huzzah! Nice. What did we get ordered? I can't wait to play Shadow of the Colossus and The Last Guardian. What? No way that was a normal NPC scav hiding right there and just one tap me. No way. Oh, shit. Was that a player scav or was that a normal NPC? That was a normal NPC. Oh my god, dude. That was the computer. Just shot me in my jaws. Oh no. With a 5.56 FMJ through my fucking skull mask. That's insane. Nice job. Wow. That's Tarkov for you, right there in the nutshell. Everything's going in your favor, and then in one split second, it ain't anymore. Some stuff I needed to be able to travel on the plane. Needed some new travel size stuff. Oh, plane? Where are you heading out to? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't mind talking about it. Traveling with family somewhere or what? Going to Texas for Thanksgiving. Oh shit, okay. Is that where like the majority of your family's at? Or the main part of your family's at, that family celebrations and shit all happen at? Well, you have fun. And I hope you, my mom's whole side of the family. That's cool. And that's the side that you actually enjoy being around, right? If I remember correctly. Oh, well. Hey, I'm sure he'll cherish the memories that'll be made for seeing his entire family all around him, you know, as his time comes to a close. So at least you guys are there to provide that for him. It'll be a good time. It's liver cancer this time. The big C, third type of cancer he's had. Jesus, dude. Like, Grandpa, have you spent time around some weird chemicals in your life? Not to make a joke of cancer or anything, but Jesus. When it's your third time getting it, I think it's a sign to just say, like, you know, hey, I get it, all right? I guess it's my time to sign out. You worked in sheet metal? Oh, man. Lots of chemicals and asbestos. It's fucked up. But it makes sense. It's crazy, like, how much shit they used asbestos in. Like, and they just didn't even take the shit into account of, like, how bad that was for you. I mean, for fuck's sake, I think... Might be a rumor, but I swear I remember hearing, like, even in Hollywood production back in, like... When the fuck did the original Wizard of Oz come out? I gotta look this up real quickly. Came out in 1939. First thing I'm at. Yeah, they did. In Wizard of Oz, like they had so much of that shit used for the props and everything. Like they used it in the fake snow and just like sprinkled it all over them. Scarecrow's costume, all of it was like it was all treated with asbestos-based flame retardant, so he was wearing that against his skin. The Wicked Witch's broom, also made with or contained asbestos for fire resistance during the scenes when it was lit on fire. While some sources suggest the snow was actually crushed gypsum, which is a mineral used in plaster of Paris, based on a makeup artist's account, the prevailing consensus among many film historians and production and backstage production experts have claimed that asbestos was used for many artificial snow scenes during the filming of that time frame. Jesus Christ, dude. That's insane. My God, bro. I remember reading about that. The Tin Man's paint was so toxic because I think they put him in the hospital. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Well, it's a good thing that we've gotten smarter about shit like that, to an extent. And we have regulations now. But fuck me, man. Like, and I'm just thinking about that one particular scene when Dorothy and all of them are waking up in the flower field or whatever, and they're just getting covered in artificial snow. Like, it's in her eyelashes and everything, dude. Like, it's just asbestos. Let's just rub it up against your eye real quickly here. Fuck. She's literally laying down, face planted in that shit, and like it's like a scene where she's waking up, Like, yeah, just lay your face down and breathe in right next to this artificial. Like, God. It's like, you ever heard of cancer? No, you're about to. Oh, that's fucking terrible. Ah, boy. So good news. Now that my wired Xbox 360 controller is now in a legitimate Xbox 360 controller. None of that, not those fucking not that there's anything wrong with like the third party cheap made brand ones that are like $15, but granted the real one is $45 still, but Yes. Now I can fly around in my car properly and not look like a fucking doofus while I'm doing it, because unfortunately, there's just some things with a controller that can do that mouse and keyboard cannot do when it comes down to roll, pitch, and yaw with flying and whatnot. I mean, you can get pretty good with it depending on the game and how sensitive it is with shit, but like, Jesus Christ, that flying car mod on Cyberpunk, it's with the mouse and keyboard, it's terrible, but it says on the description page like it's meant to be used with a controller. And I was like, all right. But good luck if you try not to. But funny enough, I also have the new PS5 controller as well. It came with, the one that, because it has like a cord that can be plugged into your computer. So, I'll try them both out. Let's see. I mean, I'm just so used to the 360. That's the GOAT for me right there. God, it's insane for me to get back to PlayStation again. I've not owned a PlayStation since PlayStation 2. Although I played on 3 because my buddy had one and like he always brought it over, so I was always on it a lot too. Like, what the fuck? Welcome back to the PlayStation family. Completely skipped PS4, so I didn't even get into that. But the good news is that the PS5 disc version can play PS4 hard copy games, so any PS4 exclusives that came out that are not on PC, I can play it on my PS5 now. And I got a 4K monitor, so we can play it on the highest resolution available. Haha! So which means more options, everybody. Do like the God of War series and everything too. Another Greek influenced based game until we get into the Nordic saga of it. Will never fade away. Well, it is now 4:23 in the morning. Oh, Jesus. I think I'll call it there, folks. Well, actually, hold up. The hideout. The hideout. I forget about the hideout. Uno momento. My water collector is completed. Hooray. And my culture circle as well. Oh. I think that can go into one of my armor sets I have. 5 items to sacrifice. I'll throw a whiskey in there. Norm 214 key. I got a few vodkas, so I can throw one. And then, yeah, a Tagilla helmet. Sacrifice. Good, we got a 12-hour timer. Hell yeah. Let me double check here real quick. No, it's not that one. Oh, it works in the baggery or whatever. I need to start selling these Tagilla vests. I got too many of them. Well, everybody, thank you so much again for coming in and hanging out. It's been a pleasure as always. We'll be back on again today for Sunday. So look forward to it. Think we're going to be getting to some Cyberpunk. I need to take a break on Tarkov. I've been letting her have its clutches around me. Been clutching its fists around me a lot lately. But I need to step away. So we'll enjoy some Cyberpunk. I modded the fuck out of it. I intend to play it. So look forward to it. Or any other games in case if I get hit up with friends or something, and et cetera, et cetera. Wink, wink. But take care. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, night. And until we see each other again, peace out.